You want 2 of them? What you want? What caliber you want? You want a 9? You want a 40? If you want a high capacity firearm, then 9 and 40. Those are your go-to, 9 and 40. If you want a concealable, then you want to go with a barrel that's like 4 inches or smaller. They got concealable high capacities, and then they got concealables that aren't that high of capacity. Depends on how small you want it, how you plan on using it. You just trying to protect your home. You just gonna keep it at the crib. Are you gonna ride with it? You gonna keep it on you? Like all that matters, yo. I think you know what I'm saying, the go-to, I feel like, is Glock. I feel like most people gonna say Glock, get you a Glock, because they got a lot of different options. They not that expensive. But from what I seen, they pricing up Glocks, man. I don't even own a Glock. I tried to get my first Glock. I got the vlog. I went to a gun show to buy my first Glock. I know which one I want, but man, they trying to charge me like $700-800 for a Glock 45. That's on $400. That gun costs $425, maybe like $475 for the MOS. So, like, why are you charging me $700-800? I went to this gun store. It's a shooting range. I got videos, sharpshooters. They had it. I got excited, yo. I saved up the money, went to the sharpshooters to buy the 45 for $425. I think they had the 45. It was either like the MOS or just like the standard for like 45 or for like $425. Went there with the money, everything. They was like, this is law enforcement only. They was like, the consumer pricing is $750, and they didn't have it in stock. I had to get on the waiting list, and I put my name on the waiting list, and they still ain't hit me up. That was like 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. I don't remember when that was. It was like 3, 4, 5 months ago. Like, why y'all ain't hit me up on the waiting list, yo? I was like number 3 in line. Like, what's going on? But I already know that I was going to deny it anyway. But it would still be nice for them to hit me up. Like, did y'all get more or no? Like, I'm confused. So yeah, Glocks are good. I shot Glocks. You know what I'm saying? I got videos. I shot Glocks. They have good triggers. They have good trick for stock triggers. They have good triggers. You can find a lot of parts. You can customize them easy if you know what I'm saying, if you really get into it and you want to customize it. You know what I'm saying? I would say go with a Glock. If you don't really care, if you're not like a big gun person, you're not really like trying to like collect and buy a lot of stuff, and you just want something to protect yourself, you can't really go wrong with a Glock. But I don't own a Glock, so I'm still trying to get one. And the reason why I ain't go with Glock is because I don't really starting out, when I really, because it took me a while to get into guns, because you know what I'm saying, I got in trouble as a juvenile. I got in trouble in high school, so I couldn't own a gun until I was 29. I had to wait until I was 29 to be able to own a gun. They had to make sure I stayed out of trouble and all that other stuff. If I caught a felony as an adult, it would have been a wrap. You know what I'm saying? But that goes for anybody. You can't own a gun if you're a felon. But so I had to wait until I was 29. So once I was able to buy my first gun, I started getting into it, and I just didn't like how Glocks look. They boxy. They just boxy. They don't got no real designs. You know, if you look at SIGs or like Taurus or any other brand, you know what I'm saying, they look nicer. You know what I'm saying? The first gun I really wanted, the first gun I bought was a SIG. The SIG was my first gun, and it wasn't even the one I wanted. I wanted a SIG. The one I wanted was a 45 caliber SIG Legion. That's the one I wanted, and that gun was like $800-900. And I went to the store to go buy it, and the only one they had was a display model, and it was broken. And they tried to sell me the broken display model too. They was like, yeah, I don't think you want this, but if you want to buy it, it's here. I'm like, man, I don't want to buy that. So I ended up getting a different SIG just to see if I could get it, man. Because the funny thing is, I didn't even know that I didn't know I had to wait to buy a gun. Well, all right, look, I knew I had to wait to buy a gun, and like I tried to buy a gun in my 20s, and I got denied, and it was like, here, you can talk to the police, because they had to call the police to do the background check. They was like, you can talk to the police and get more information from them about why you got denied and this and that. And I was like, I ain't talking to the police. So I just didn't talk to them. So I went on not really knowing when I could buy my first gun. So it wasn't until I turned 30. I turned 30 and I was just like, man, I'm about to see if I can buy a gun, because I knew it was some age in my 20s. I just couldn't remember what age it was. So once I got out of my 20s, I was just like, look, let me go buy the gun and see if I can get it. So I ended up picking up this SIG just to see if it would go through. I didn't even know if I wanted the gun for real. I just wanted to see if it would go through. And it ended up going through. And then because it went through, the guy was like, here, you can talk to the police. Or not, the guy said the police wanted to talk to me, because of course they got a call to do background check. So he was like, here, the police want to talk to you. And I was like, man, what I mean? I wasn't in no trouble or nothing like that, so I wasn't really worried about it. But at the same time, I didn't want to talk to him, but I did anyway. But the police ended up telling me that, what I'm saying, they ended up looking at my record. It was like, yeah, you just had to wait until you were 29, blah, blah, blah. They was like, yeah, as long as you're not in no trouble, your background's good, boom, boom, boom. So got my first gun. It was a SIG. And it's a cool gun. It's not my favorite gun, though. I bought multiple since then. It's not my favorite gun, but I like it. It's a cool gun. It's a good gun. It has a nice trigger. SIGs are built well, but SIGs are on the higher end. You're gonna pay more for a SIG than you'll probably pay for a Glock. But I wanted the Legion. I wanted the 45 caliber Legion, because I shot it at the range, and it's just a cool looking big 45 caliber, nice shooting gun. That's really just it. But so yeah, if you're not trying to spend that much money, I feel like guns are priced lower in Virginia than they are in Nevada. So I feel like you could probably go to a pawn shop somewhere in Virginia and get a Glock for low, for like $400. So I say go with a Glock. If you're trying to protect your home, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to keep something in the home, I'll say go with like a 9mm carbine or an AR straight up. But you gotta be careful with an AR. I don't know if you would want to shoot an AR in your crib, but you can shoot it outside. If somebody on your yard, you can shoot them. You can pop them from the window. You can run outside, pop them. But if you shoot it in the house, you know what I'm saying? AR is a high velocity, so especially if you live in a townhouse, that joint might go through a wall and hit somebody who's eating lunch. So a 9mm carbine, the velocity is not as much, so you might not, you know what I'm saying? If you shoot through your fridge, it might not make it through the fridge and into the other person's home. So that's the type of stuff you got to think about. Yeah, exactly. And ARs are loud. People don't know ARs are loud. So you're going to disturb the neighbors for real if you shoot an AR. You got a guy that will beat any price. Man, if y'all got low prices in VA, man, I'll buy a Glock, man. If y'all got a Glock 45 for low, I'll buy that. I'll buy it. Just I ain't trying to do no illegal purchases, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm live streaming. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about the streets. I don't even really want to talk about the streets too much, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I don't go soft on street talk. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, legit, you know, I'm trying to make my money, man. I'm trying to build business. I'm trying to keep it 100. Look, they ain't gotta come through the fridge, but if they standing near the fridge, You shoot somebody with an AR and they standing near your fridge. That thing gonna go through them. They ain't gonna stop. That round going through them. It's going through the fridge. So yeah. If you got somebody, they standing, you know what I'm saying, you in the townhouse or you in an apartment and you shooting at somebody in your home and they standing next to the wall, and you shoot an AR at them, that thing gonna go through them and through the drywall. I'm gonna show y'all the Glock 45.
I'm kinda cool, cat with gadgets. Young gunner, he still living lavish. I treat these little hoes like some maggots. They stick to the kid like a magnet. Ain't suckin' for me, call me daddy. Slap face, I never forget it. You probably didn't know she was with it. That shit drip from my mouth to the titties. Had to move cause she fucked the whole city. So down and that shit gon' be lit. You a hater, why won't you admit it? I want you to expansion with personal business. When the verse, gon' count you some binges. I put them hoes in Jimmy. I'm tryna mold a million. My mojo was old and stingy. Young nigga, I had to go get it. Winning me, hold a 50. You play, put a hole in your kidney. She play with that no look like Whitney. And she hope for more than a penny. Damn. I put them hoes in order. I put them hoes in order. I wouldn't blow the quarter. That was cold as water. I put them hoes in order. I put them hoes in order. I wouldn't blow the quarter. Diamonds as cold as water. Diamonds as cold as water. I'm tryna own the butter. I got it sold up. I put them hoes in order. I put them hoes in order. I wouldn't blow the quarter. Diamonds as cold as water. Diamonds as cold as water.
It was a VIP, happened to be one of my best nights. 9 a.m. I came from out the club, it was daylight. Had a bad girl, I was treating her too nice.
Rugers are nice too. My cousin had a Ruger.
Your passport, it looks like you lying. You broken down, but your past don't deny it. Your ex call, you was vulnerable, you flying now. Wasn't on the best of terms, girl, I was trying. I did everything to reach out to you. Said you never had me caught up in no drama. I done ran into my karma.
I put them hoes in order. I put them hoes in order.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Diamonds as cold as water. Diamonds as cold as water. I'm tryna own the butter. I really sold her. I put them hoes in order. I put them hoes in order. I wouldn't blow the quarter. Diamonds as cold as water. Diamonds as cold as water. I'm tryna own the butter. I really sold her. I put them hoes in order. I wanna call Pluto.
You can get a pocket carry. If you want a pocket carry, I say go with the LCP Max. It's a new model. It's a high capacity pocket carry. It got standard 10 rounds. And I think you can get a 12 round finger extension. So, and it's a double stack. So they don't really make that. Guns this size for like from other manufacturers, and even older versions of the LCP, they hold maximum like 6 rounds. So if you want a pocket carry, if you want to just throw your gun in the pocket, you know what I'm saying, go out, do whatever you gotta do, go to the grocery store, whatever it is you're doing, I would say go with the LCP Max for sure, 100. That's 380, and 380 rounds aren't that expensive. So now if you want a gun that you can go to the range and shoot, you know what I'm saying, if you just want to enjoy shooting and go out to the range, or maybe like go out to the woods and shoot, you probably not gonna want to shoot this gun a lot because it's small. So, you know, I haven't shot it, but I've shot guns that are that size, and it's just really not that fun to shoot. You might want a full size grip. So if you're doing that, I would say go with the Glock or like whatever. You just gotta do your research. You just gotta know So you go with a 6. See, they got the P365. That's another pocket carry, but I think this is bigger. This gun is bigger than the LCP Max, but it's still a small pocket carry. And this holds 10. This holds the same amount of rounds. So that this is another pocket carry, high capacity pocket carry option, but it's bigger. It's bigger than the LCP Max, but not by much. So yeah, definitely I'll say LCP Max, yo. If you try and pocket carry, just throw it in your pocket and be out. Go with the LCP Max. Now this doesn't have a safety on it though. So when you put it in your pocket, just be careful. You know what I'm saying? If you're reaching for your keys or whatever else you got in your pocket, you know what I'm saying? Always be mindful of where your trigger's at. Cause you'll lift up on the keys, pull the trigger back, and now you got a round in your leg, and somebody got to take you to the hospital because you can't even hit your gas pedal. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful with that. Unless you don't keep one in the chamber, you know what I'm saying? You can keep the chamber empty and you'll be all right. But just know if something happens, you gotta make sure you load the round before you shoot it. Or else you're gonna be looking foolish pulling that joint and nothing coming out. And nobody wants to die like that. So, man, what you was thinking about though, man? Oh, prostitute pistol. Yeah, man, prostitutes. But the thing with prostitutes, man, prostitutes or like just women in general, they'll have purses. So, you know, they could put like a bigger gun in their purse. And when a lot of women don't really be walking around with pockets like that. So a woman, she not really, I don't think women are going to be looking for weapons to pocket carry. They going to look for something that they can put in their purse. And women wear tight clothes on top of that. So if you wearing skin tight clothes, everybody's going to see a gun print. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, women, man, the Taurus, I feel like Taurus be the go-to woman gun because they got colors and all types of stuff. They hot. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So go to it. And my understanding is that these are good guns. I don't know if I shot a Taurus before for real. I might not even have shot one. But they got the G2C. Those usually come with colors. They got the chrome. Man, my partner, he had the chrome 40 cal Smith & Wesson joint. That joint was clean. Trying to find the one with all the colors. G3 maybe. But yeah, the cheapest round, if you're trying to shoot rounds, the cheapest rounds are the 380s and the 9mm. And 40s aren't that expensive either, but they cost more than most of your 9mm rounds. They're not showing the colors. They got like pink. There we go. They got like green. They got like pink. They got like purple. They got blue. They got all types of colors. Maybe they're not manufacturing them no more from the company. You might have to find them third party. Find them at the pawn shop. Look, see, they got these. This is another pocket carry weapon. And then you got the pocket carry revolvers. Now these revolvers, they shoot they shoot 38 special, I think. So them things, that thing bang. That's not gonna be a soft shooter. Small guns that shoot big rounds aren't really that fun to shoot. You might hurt your hand shooting it too many times. So they got the purple right here. Got the purple chrome, purple black. They got custom Glocks. Oh, FNs, yo. I say get an FN. Hold up, man. One time for the FNs, yo. I say go with FN, yo. If you want, keep in mind everything that I said. Glock is a go-to first time. Don't want to spend that much money. You pretty much have every option you need going with Glock. High capacity, concealed carry, full frame, everything. Concealable. Glock pretty much has all of that. Pocket carry, go with the LCP Max. You want to throw it in your pocket. You want high capacity, 380 round. Somebody follow you. Somebody mess with you. They try to rise up on you. You know what I'm saying? You got your protection. Third is FN, yo. FN. If you want a 40 caliber full frame, I say go with FN. Concealed carry. I don't really know what FN's concealed carries options are. Let me look this up real quick. Cause they got the 502. I don't really like shooting. I got a 9mm FN. I don't like shooting it too much. I got this joint right here. I got the FN. I got the tactical, and I like it, but it's not really that fun to shoot. Mine's 9mm. The slide is heavy, so I don't really feel the round. When I shoot the 9mm, I don't even feel the round. I just kind of feel the slide, and that's it. I don't really care for that too much, but that's like most 9mm. It really depends on what gun you're shooting out of. But if you got a heavy 9mm weapon, then you probably won't even feel the round. You're just gonna feel the slide move. The FNX, and then the FNX, this joint expensive, 45 tactical. That's on 1300. It's built kind of light, yo. Like I haven't shot it, but for a 40 caliber round, I might have shot it. I don't remember, but for a 40 caliber round, it feels light. Like it looks heavy, but it's not. It's light. Now my FNS 40 is heavy, and it shoots 40 caliber. So that's like one of my favorite guns. It don't even look like they make the FNS anymore. It's a striker fire 40 caliber. So I don't know, man. Maybe FN might not be a top recommendation, but I do like my FN, and they do make quality guns. And I think if you buy an FN, you'll probably like it. I don't think you're gonna regret it for real. But let's see if they got the FNS on here. See, this is a concealable. This looks like a concealable carry option. FNS 9. But yeah, I say go with the. I don't really know about competition firearms, to be for real. If you try to go to the range and you try to do target shooting and compete with your friends, or you trying to take it serious, they actually have guns that are made for competition shooting. Now, usually the rule of firearms is the longer barrel is like a higher velocity, more accurate, because it allows the bullet to reach its full velocity before exiting the barrel and getting friction from air and wind and all that stuff. So if you're doing competition shooting, you probably want to go with like a 5-inch or longer, a 5-inch barrel or longer. And they have designs that are specifically made for competition shooting. So I don't know too much about it. I don't have a competition firearm, but I mean, I would get into it. You know what I'm saying? I would, for sure. So I don't know. Straight up, full frame, yo, full frame. If you're doing competition shooting, go full frame light slide. Full frame light slide. But yeah, I say the go-to is the LCP Max, man. If you want one recommendation, if you don't even want to think about it, you just want to go pick it up, I say go with the LCP Max. It's high capacity. You can throw it in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You can always have it on you wherever you go. And if you want one to just keep at the crib, you know what I'm saying, then, you know, I would say go for like full frame, high capacity 9mm or a 9mm carbine.